This is one fat boy, and here are my NBA game predictions for May 9th. Tonight there's two games, so I'll go over these spreads and over-unders for each of them, along with some parlay picks. For Boston at Milwaukee, I lean towards Boston +1. I think the way that the games have been going, I think this is another one that will go 2-2. So that's why I'll just lean towards Boston winning. I think they'll figure out a way to slow down Giannis a little bit more, maybe just have a few more calls go their way, and like Tatum not score 10 points. So I think it'll be a change, and that Boston will come away with the win. I will lean towards an under for this, as Boston has been able to keep Milwaukee below 110, like at least lower scoring than Boston. They just have to score enough to win, which I would expect them to win by 8-10. It's going to be I feel like it should be a close game, so that's why I'm leaning towards an under 212.5, as this should be a defensive game overall. For Memphis at Golden State, we lean towards Golden State -10. The Grizzlies have shown that they can win without Morant during their regular season, but we haven't seen that yet in the playoffs. We know the playoffs are different from the regular season, so that's why I'd lean towards Golden State -10, as Coach Golden State showed that they could win by 30. I think they can win by more than 10 again. Would not be surprised if they do. I will be leaning towards an under 225, as Grizzlies, I feel like, are better on defense without Morant, so I think Warriors probably won't score as much, but Memphis, in turn, without Morant, I think will have a harder time scoring. We'll have to rely on different people overall, so that's why I lean towards an under for this game as well. And then the best parlay picks that I saw on FanDuel, so for the Boston and Milwaukee game, so I think Giannis, he's still going to get his points one way or another, so that's why I lean towards an over 30.5 points for him. I think Tatum, usually he's been rebounding better, except for last game, but just in general, I think he'll try and just be more involved, so that's why I lean towards having more rebounds, so over 5.5 rebounds. And I think Lopez hitting 1-3, as that's kind of what he does as a big man. Like, he's either in the post or he's out on the line, so I think he'll be able to hit 1-3. And then Giannis grabbing more than 13.5 rebounds. I think, he is a good rebounder, but I think Milwaukee, they rebound as a team. They're all pretty big. So for one person on Milwaukee to have more than 14 rebounds, I think is not very common. So that's why I just lean towards an under there. Then for the Warriors and Grizzlies games, so as I was checking for these games, they just had the Warriors starting five. So out of what was there, so Wiggins over 6.5 points. There's one thing that Wiggins doesn't score 17 points a game, no more, no less. Then Thompson, I think, will have one of those few extra passes or do the dribble and get a good pass. I think that could happen 3 times, but it didn't. Got 4 assists last game. I think it's reasonable for him to get 3 assists. It's not too big of a stretch. And then Poole over 2.5 threes. I think the way that Thompson, Curry, Poole, just how the whole Warriors team's been shooting, I think Poole, it's very reasonable for him getting 3 threes. I expect most of them get at least 2 threes. The odds are much lower, but 2.5 threes for Poole, because for Thompson and Curry, they needed 4 for that -110 area, which I think is a little bit of a stretch, as one of them could be cold for a game, but I think Poole's just been very consistent out of all 3 of those. Then Curry, I lean towards under 5.5 rebounds. The reboundings for the Warriors is always kind of random, as they had them all around 5. All of them grabbed 5 rebounds, which I think is not the best ones to choose, but out of what I saw for the rebounds in this game, I think under 5.5 rebounds for Curry is reasonable, as he either gets 2 or he gets 8. There's really not a lot in between, so under 5.5 rebounds there. Thank you for watching. As always, bet responsibly. Good luck in your rest. Enjoy watching these games, and thank you for watching.